Hello and welcome to Trains Galore videos. Today we're going to be talking about 4 more of the new 2008 releases for the Thomas the Tank Engine line. The first 2 we'll be talking about will be Peter, Sam, and Sir Handel. These are old engines that used to be in the line that have been brought back for 2008. Then we'll talk a little bit about the new Herald. This Herald is different than the old one in that it has a magnet on the bottom and allows it to carry cargo. And finally, a brand new coal car called Hector. Peter Sam is one of the returning engines this year in the Thomas line. He is a tank engine, but he's a number 4 just like Gordon because he runs on a different line. Peter Sam and Sir Handel and some of the other engines like Skarloey are actually narrow gauge engines in the stories, so they run on a different track than Thomas and his friends. Peter Sam is also very different because he is the only one that has a square smokestack. And there's a whole story about the fancy effect that this smokestack has and how it gives him better performance and makes him stronger. But he's an engine that's been out of print since '04, and he will probably only be with us a year. So if you're trying to get a complete collection, this is one you probably shouldn't delay too long on getting. And this is Peter Sam, and he's available at Trains Galore. Sir Handel is the second of the returning engines for 2008. He was part of the line until 2003 and then took a few years of vacation. But he will be with us for this year only, so if you're trying to get a complete set, you're going to want to pick him up pretty soon. Anyhow, he is another one of the narrow gauge engines that runs on the Skarloey Railroad. He looks very similar to Peter Sam, except he has a standard smokestack. Again, has the saddle tanks here that hold water, and he has a number 3 on him like Henry, but that since he's on a different line, it's okay that he can share the same number, and again, he's got 6 wheels like most of the little engines like Thomas. But this is Sir Handel, and he is back with us at Trains Galore. One of the more interesting changes in 2008 was adding the magnetic cargo hook to Harold the helicopter. So we have a new version of Harold this year, and that is Harold with the magnetic cargo hook. And basically what happens is if you turn Harold's propeller, I'll turn it a few times, the cargo hook comes down out of him. And then just like Cranky, he can walk over or fly over and pick up a cargo and fly it around. And by turning the propeller, you raise or lower the cargo. And again, this is designed for little boys so that if you turn the propeller too far, get it all the way turned in there, and you keep turning it, you'll hear a clicking sound. There's a little clutch that disengages, so if a little guy turns it too much one way, the toy will cope. And if we take the thing all the way out, probably not supposed to do it this way, but boys are going to do it so I can test it there. Once the magnet gets all the way out, it'll start reeling it back in again the other way. So this is definitely a boy designed toy to be beaten and abused. I mean, as long as nobody snaps the string, this is going to have a toy with a lot of use in it, and it's available at Trains Galore. Hector is the final car that we're going to talk about in this video, and he's also new for 2008, and he is kind of unusual in that he's the largest of the freight vehicles so far in the Thomas line. It's interesting to notice that he's got 8 wheels on 2 separate bogies, kind of like Gordon or maybe Henry, but where most cargo vehicles just have 2 wheels. He's also longer than most vehicles and taller. In fact, I'm just going to put Scruffy out here so you can compare them, and you can see that, not a good angle. There we go. You can see how much taller Hector is, and then if we put Scruffy next to him, you can see how much longer Hector is. So Hector is a very large vehicle, and it looks like maybe he would tip, but if you notice, he's held in with 2 screws. So no, this top part is very solidly in there. There isn't any mechanical motion or anything like that. He is a solid piece of toy. And again, he's got a big smiling face, and his role is hauling coal around. He probably takes the coal from a coal mine to the station or someplace like that where the coal can get used. But this is Hector, and he is brand new for Learning Curve this year, and he's available at Trains Galore.